Goldberg, Goldberg,
Goldberg.
Goldberg,
Big Pop.
Ryback's dad. All right, let's talk about Ryback's
Right
dad
next to that.
tonight. Let's talk about Ryback's dad tonight. Miguel, you're now our interim ace in the hole.
Spotlight star.
Spotlight star, writing newspapers. Not really on
He's
the
our
internet.
newsboy.
You're our paper boy. Tell us what you wrote about Goldberg, and then we'll give our thoughts on Goldberg too.
What I wrote about Goldberg?
Yeah. Now that you got a job, for the spotlight.
A
writing
job, not
stuff.
getting paid, but he has a
Not
job.
getting
Yeah,
paid,
using
but it's
little
still getting
kids.
likes.
Goldberg does it for the kids, by the way.
Well,
For the kids. Technically, actually, he did it for his kid. All right, he made sure his
No
kid
other
would see him
child
wrestle.
than his own.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna make sure my kid sees me wrestle. And that one random kid that looks just like Miguel that he picked up and manhandled him was like, you're gonna come with me.
Hey,
and
that's
leave
not
your
my
family."
kid.
I like to think that he picked him up and was like, this isn't my kid. Put him back. Finds another kid. Are you my kid? No. You my kid? No. And then he's like, he kisses a kid on the head. That wasn't my kid either.
Alright.
It doesn't taste like my kid.
Is this the
Okay.
governor's kid?
Let's focus on what just happened. Which
What
one?
just happened? Goldberg edition. All right, Miguel, tell us what you wrote. Tell us what you wrote already.
Well, what I basically wrote was what happened in that entire segment. Like, the entire segment began with holy shit chants from everyone for Goldberg.
Do you think
Wow.
it was worth it?
Honestly, I think it was really because I've never seen him actually live like that. I've only seen him like,
How old are you?
how old am I?
Yeah.
15.
16.
Man, I'm old. I'm getting old. God.
I was 3 when he debuted in WWE, okay?
Okay, but at the
Miguel
same
was
time,
a fetus when Goldberg was relevant.
Miguel, I was
Exactly.
like 6 when
I
Goldberg
was in
debuted.
my
That didn't
mom-
mean
I
anything.
saw a lot of Goldberg. You saw a little too much.
Yeah,
of
Mullins
Goldberg.
is really the only one that can talk big about Goldberg. Lenny a little bit.
But-
Lenny can talk about him more in the
I saw his
aspect of
entire
WWE.
career.
Yeah. So, but continue, Miguel. How did it feel for the first time ever seeing Ryback's dad pop out on screen?
Seeing Ryback's dad, aka Goldberg, it was actually what I expected because of all those chants and everyone reacting the way that they did for him.
I'm gonna say he doesn't look bad. I don't think he looked bad.
It didn't even look bad at all.
He looked better than I thought he would.
He looks a lot better than some people on the roster. Ooh.
But
Like Ryback, like when Ryback was there, nobody gave a crap about him.
The Ascension.
No, I
Bo
said
Dallas.
he's better, not over. He's already 10 times more over than, sadly enough, a lot of people. And after witnessing what happened, I just really feel bad for the cruiserweights tonight. But especially because, actually, what was the main event match of the night? What was it?
I think it was the
Main
cruiserweights.
event was the cruiserweights, which was kind of bullcrap, honestly.
I don't. Okay, there's just not enough hype. That's the problem. It's
Yeah.
It's all about Brian Kendrick and T.J. Perkins. You have these other guys who you could build characters around, but just don't. But
No,
more
I'm
about-
not complaining.
More about Goldberg, because I mean, honestly, the only reason why a lot of people watch Raw is because of Goldberg. So,
Yeah.
Yay, casual fans.
well, at the same time though, it's like Goldberg's come back after all this time, so a lot of people are like, "Hey, remember when this guy had that crazy streak that they lied about in WCW, and then he went to WWE and beat up people, and then he beat up Brock, and now Brock's gonna probably get to beat up Goldberg?" Like I really see. Do you guys really see Goldberg beating Brock Lesnar?
No.
Like,
I can't see why you would have him in his match with Orton where he looked like an unstoppable force just for
nearly killed him.
guy who looks like he looks like an old man bodybuilder.
Yeah, and so it's, I don't know, it's kind of sad.
Okay.
Because if Goldberg does get the win over Brock, it kind of lowers Brock, because Brock lost twice to Goldberg, and I mean, it does set that standard of, all right,
Goldberg's better.
if,
This old
Yeah.
fart is better than you.
yeah, and it's sad because Brock has beaten the old man Undertaker and defeated the Streak. Why can't he defeat the WCW Streak boy over here too? Think about it.
Because that streak's already dead, you fucking tard.
All right, so what? He'll beat it again. He'll cross another. He'll cross it off the
He's
list.
gonna beat his 0-0 streak.
Look.
Okay.
Someone said that they
Wait.
made the list tonight. All right.
Yeah, the referee made a list.
No. Goldberg said that Brock made the list or something. He's gonna.
Oh no,
be
he said
the
you're
next-
last. He
You're
said
next and you're last. So you know what that means.
Yeah.
Retirement
done.
match. Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. The wrestling's weird. He'll go to TNA. But
Okay, first
TNA's still around.
the TNA's dying right now. They
died
can't
right
afford.
now. They're died right now. Goes and sees like their products doing really good on Thursday.
It's only because Broken Matt and Brother Nero.
Yeah, but let's talk
Not
about
even. It's from the luck.
let's talk about
It's from the
Raw.
manipulation and luck of Dixie Carter.
Let's talk about Raw. What's the general feeling on Goldberg? Like, what do you guys
Goldberg.
like? Do you think he's
honest-
prepared for this match? I mean, given he'll
No.
probably have a good month, maybe 2 months. to fight?
He
But-
probably won't be prepared for this match like that, but still. He just needs to train. Just train.
Mm.
He's gonna get fucked up by Lesnar.
Do you think it's gonna be a shoot fight? Do you think Brock's gonna be in
Yes.
there and
Yes,
'Cause-
I think Lesnar is gonna turn into a shoot fight and just kill him. I don't give a damn about your kids.
everybody else? What if he
I don't
says
give a
that?
fuck about your kids.
What if he says that?
I believe it.
What if Brock straight up says, "You said you wanted to do it for your kids and all the 10 kids you picked up trying to find your one kid. I don't care about him." Like, what if Brock does
Okay.
that?
I don't give a
But
fuck about your kids, Goldberg.
Do you think they've already told Brock not to say that? Like, hey, Brock, don't say anything about his kids. Like, you might actually, like, have a fight.
Trigger.
And then Brock will be like, it doesn't matter. Still gonna beat him up. Still
Well,
gonna shoot
Exactly.
fight.
Like Brock Lesnar could say anything. Goldberg's not gonna do shit.
Lesnar is like 2 times his size from when Goldberg was in WCW.
That is the crazy
Lesnar
thing.
has fucking larger shits than Goldberg after these past years.
Like, this is the
No, he
prime.
had to get his colon fucked up because that's why he was out of UFC for a while.
No, you guys want to hear the scary thing? This is the prime of Brock Lesnar against
How is it
the
the prime of-
has-been of Goldberg. Could you imagine if this was the prime of Goldberg, what that would do?
It would kill Lesnar, like literally.
No, I think the prime of Goldberg still wouldn't stand a chance. Because, for the most part, look at the guys that Goldberg faced in his streak, alright? Some of them were big.
Yeah, a lot of jobbers.
But most of them were just scratching off the list.
No,
You
no,
mean
no,
like
wait,
90
wait.
jobbers? Because that's about all
I remember
the-
they added fake numbers to the list. Like I don't think he even won that many matches. I think I read something that they were just adding numbers up.
It was only like 97 or something that he won.
And aside from Brock's recent match against Randy Orton, it's sad to say, but Goldberg doesn't do long matches. And to see Brock do long matches, whether it's him versus Punk a couple years ago at SummerSlam, Brock and Cena, Brock and Taker, which was kind of long. Brock can do long matches. Goldberg, his entire career, really hasn't done long matches. So
Well,
I think that's a big player in this also of how long are they going to be fighting? Or is this going to just... Are we going to see freaking Goldberg's head pop out right
Well,
there
that's-
like Orton's? Like, how is this going to end?
Well, that's the thing. Many people like to say, "Oh man, he had this great streak in WCW." Even the issue is he's never had a standard. He never had a great match. I'll be right back and finish this thought later.
All right.
Don't hurt
Anybody
yourself.
else want to chime in on
What are we talking about again?
just Goldberg? You wrote the
Oh,
article.
Goldberg?
You wrote
Just-
the article.
just-
Goldberg's streak ended by a taser.
Yes.
Yeah, it got ended just by a freaking.
A
Do you-
cattle
Do you
prod.
think there's any way Goldberg could beat Brock?
I
Like-
think there is a way Goldberg could beat Brock. Honestly,
All right, shoot. Give me some ideas.
I mean, it may
If
seem
they
like
turn into a family handicap
it,
match.
it may seem like Goldberg isn't in the best shape that he's supposed to be in, but honestly, I can see some way, somehow WWE is gonna let Goldberg win just for this one time.
I don't
No,
know.
First
this
time.
is his final match.
It's sad because I do think Goldberg
Because
probably
how
will
would
win
you
this,
have someone
but-
like, how would you have someone like Goldberg lose to Brock Lesnar if this is the retirement?
Well, I don't know. It's out of respect though. Usually, if you put someone over in the retirement match, but at the same time, it's like, does
But-
Brock need to be put over? Like Brock can just
Yeah,
take that
but
win
if
if he
it-
wanted to.
Well, the one
Yeah,
thing is if Brock wins, that means they have to go to a third match because they both won one.
I don't know if they'd go to a third match. Just to have another. Could you imagine if it's the next WrestleMania? If that's like their third match, but I mean, at that point, Goldberg would probably win again. But let's talk about this. If Brock beats Goldberg, what's next for Brock to do?
I don't know.
Like,
Retire.
He's gonna fight
Go
God.
back to
No,
UFC.
who is
Brock
he gonna
has-
fight?
Brock has a limited amount of appearance. Not
Murder Hulk Hogan.
Okay, but Brock is money. Brock is straight up money.
He's just gonna appear for the big time events like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania.
Well,
stuff
that's
like
what he does
that.
anyways.
Does.
That's what he's been doing for the last couple years, and it's like, he's been one-upping every situation. Cena, Punk, Triple H, Roman Reigns, Undertaker, 3 times, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and then he lowered himself by fighting Dean Ambrose.
yeah. So it's like, is he gonna lower himself to fight? Sadly, maybe a Kevin Owens, or is he gonna
Who? Lesnar
jump?
versus Owens?
Like
Lesnar versus
bigger?
Owens would be a better match than Goldberg.
No, honestly, I'd rather see Lesnar versus Cesaro rather than Lesnar versus Owens.
But who is that one upper from Goldberg? Like, we have
One
to
up
think.
from Goldberg.
Like who?
Braun Strowman.
No.
A paper bag.
A paper bag.
Like,
If you built up Strowman, he can be a one-up.
like at this point, are they gonna have to bring in a UFC fighter to fight?
No, James
Mark
Elwood.
Hunt.
No, we're not bringing in another Samoan. All right.
James Elwood.
James
Oh my
Ellsworth.
God.
Ellsworth would die.
James Ellsworth is the ultimate opponent for Brock Lesnar. All right, let's talk about the rest of Raw at that point.
Rest of
We-
Raw didn't mean crap.
We got our WrestleMania match. James Ellsworth after Brock Lesnar beats Goldberg at Survivor Series. That's the match, right? Survivor Series or Rumble?
Yeah, no, it's probably Survivor Series.
Survivor Series needs something because the Survivor Series is not good.
Well, it's mostly
So-
Raw versus SmackDown, which is a
Yeah.
thing. So I
It's
really
like
think this
bragging
will be the
rights.
main thing.
Think of bragging rights.
Well, bragging
It's
rights
basically-
sucked.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it.
That's what Survivor Series turned into.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
it
don't
had
wanna
a
talk about it.
it had a very sick super kick moment where Rey Mysterio and Shawn.
Survivor Series needs.
Oh, I remember that.
Survivor Series needs a taker. Like I've always equated Survivor Series to the Undertaker. Just me? Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
I know.
Any-
That's Undertaker.
like yeah, Survivor Series is Undertaker.
What if Undertaker screws Lesnar
Oh
in
God.
his match with Goldberg?
Undertaker's on crutches.
I'm googling this real quick.
He's lucky if he can drive a car nowadays, let alone walk into a ring.
How can he satisfy his wife?
Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series.
She
alright?
has
Show him a
cancer.
It will
Wait, wait,
satisfy it any day.
Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series. So, okay,
Gonna
for all the
satisfy
people
who?
who are like, "Oh, I don't think it equates to Undertaker." What?
Are we just
I don't
gonna
think it.
ignore-
I
are
don't
we
think
just
it
gonna
has. Though.
ignore what I said?
It doesn't
Hold on,
add
we're
up.
just
He
gonna-
debuted
Are we
there.
just gonna ignore what I said?
What'd you say? Never mind.
Michelle has cancer and Undertaker can't do nothing because it's on crutches.
Well, it happens. Anyways, on to the
Happens
rest
to
of
the rest.
Raw. It was hashtag, wow. We're in Colorado, and it's hashtag day 420 of the tag team title reign.
Whoa,
Fucking
too far
ironic.
WWE.
How
So,
fucking ironic.
there's that. The
Language.
club, which is
Fuck you.
at this
Fuck you.
point a joke, sadly. We got Golden Truth and Mark Henry having a complete joke match against Titus O'Neil for some reason and the Shining Stars of the Caribbean. So,
Wait, we forgot.
of Puerto
we forgot
Rico
about-
or whatever. So I don't even
we
know.
forgot one-
Come to put.
the highlight of this Raw, match-wise, had to be Jericho versus Seth Rollins. Sadly enough, though, Jericho lost, which I think this would have been good for Jericho to win, and then we could have Jericho and Kevin Owens break up. Especially because Jericho's on a roll, so this would be a great time.
Well, they got
to
next week. You got
push
next
it.
week the triple threat.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
where you could break them up.
Yeah, I don't know. kinda
I
like
see
them
what I
being
see
together. It's a
Jared
great
KO
concept.
ending either next week or at Helmets.
I just can't wait to
I don't
see.
think they
him
should.
be
They're
on
way
the
too
list.
entertaining.
I can't wait to see. Welcome to the Windstorm. Windstorm. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Kevin
We
Owens
forgot to
make
say
the
something
list.
about Goldberg. We forgot something about Goldberg.
What did we forget to say about Goldberg?
The entrance.
So what? He
The
just
only
made
good
entrance
part about
through
the segment.
He just made a casual entrance like he usually does.
No, it was through the back with the entire suit with the locker room.
Your
Like,
last.
like instead of cops, it was like the locker room. They're like, oh look, it's Goldberg. Yay. We're New Day.
They were all clapping in unison.
New Day was like being their black selves clapping in unison for him.
I love how you say that.
And
I love how the
everyone's like,
Hispanic dude
"Yay."
says that. Because if I would say that, I get chewed out. Miguel
You
says
would.
it. It's completely cool for some
You got your
reason.
wife. We're Hispanic. We could do that shit.
Yeah.
Lenny, if I showed a picture of you to people, they'd be like, "That's a white dude. Check your
That's
privilege."
a
That's a
That's
white
That's not
guy.
true. You mistook me for a Muslim, a Jewish man, a Hispanic,
I
and
mistaken you
everything
for
else with all my photos.
Because all
You're
my
a
photos.
terrorist. I'm kidding. He's not a terrorist, guys. Don't.
That's illegal.
I like to think that after this Raw review,
Illegal,
people are gonna
illegal,
look
illegal.
up Lenny. They're gonna go look up
Illegal.
Lenny, and then they're gonna like flag him down, and then
Look
they're
up Lenny
they're
Biblion.
gonna arrest him and his uncle again.
Not
Again.
again.
Say that.
Anyways, back to the Raw review.
The
Uh,
cruiserweight sucks.
no,
The
no,
cruiserweight sucks.
Cruiserweight
The
sucks.
cruiserweight
No Nia
sucks.
Jax. No Nia Jax.
Oh god.
Yeah,
no.
what a disappointment.
Yeah. What the
guy
heck?
He did not even
Wrestle.
appear.
Braun Strowman beat
That
up
guy can
3.
wrestle, guys. You guys need to keep him on
Wait.
the show.
Braun
Let's talk
Strowman
about Bo
beat-
Dallas getting a win.
Wait a minute. Braun
Bo Dallas
Strowman beat up 3 guys. Bailey lost to Donna Brooke. What the heck?
Botch.
That's a
It was a
fucking
botch.
botch.
It was botched.
Doesn't matter. That's
You were a
stupid.
Yeah,
botch.
it looked
Shouldn't
like
happen.
it was a botch.
Shouldn't
It
have
was
happened.
botched.
What else?
Oh, Bo Dallas getting his.
Bo
getting a
Dallas
major
beat Neville,
Yep.
and
Then
he beat up
on
Curtis Axel. So I don't know what's going on. I feel like like big name people were like, you know what, we're not gonna show up, and you know what, we're not gonna work hard. So I think it was a very laid off Raw. People kind of just like took it easy because of Goldberg was the selling point.
Yeah.
Sadly enough.
Everyone was
Sadly
looking-
enough, Mick Foley, you gotta agree on this. You have to chime in. Raw has not been good. Raw just has not been
SmackDown's
entertaining.
winning. SmackDown's
And
been
it's,
winning
it's because of presidential election screwed over Raw.
last week.
We've just seen a lot of the same stuff last week. Bad decisions, in my opinion. And I think they rely too much on one thing to sell Raw.
Oh, and don't forget the Rusevs. We remember we met the Rusevs.
Oh yeah, we met the Rusev's family. Like, okay.
Mama Rusev, Papa Rusev, Brother Rusev, his
dog
you'd
Rusev.
come. This
is
is so weird. Like Raw was very
His mutton chops.
weird.
shots.
Raw just really revolves around getting through 3 hours to see Goldberg.
They
and
just
then-
want to focus on storyline.
I
Not
don't
even.
think it was even that though, because it's not a good storyline. Like I don't
So-
agree with a lot of ways they're pushing this. Like we had a ridiculously long segment between Charlotte and Sasha, and
Which was boring.
and it was boring because it was just an interview with Lita, and it's sad because I think it shouldn't have been pre-taped. It should have been done live
I
on
honestly
Raw.
enjoyed the opening segment and match.
Bailey and Dana Brooke was very sad to see. New
I
Day
personally
and Club was
Rollins
literally
versus
comedic. Like everything around Raw is comedic right now. Whether it's the world title scene, world tag, the tag team scene for Raw, the cruiserweight scene is by God the most comedic saddest thing in the world, revolving
Okay.
around one guy being homeless and another guy picking him up while he was homeless, like a kid. Like, then we have the females, which it's sad because I would say Sasha and Charlotte's probably the most serious feud, even though they have Bailey and Dana Brooke staggering them. And then Rusev and Roman, which I don't even need to tell you about how that revolves around the whole cake situation. And
No, wait, no. What's robbing the seriousness in that story is the fact that Rusev has mutton chops now.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that one. I tried to forget about that. I'm sorry. He's got punk mutton chops. It's
I'm
not
sorry.
good looking.
He does not have punk mutton chops.
They're very,
He
they're
has
very
the
The
pleased on.
poor man's Elvis mutton chops.
Oh my
Thanks,
god.
Flume.
But yeah, it's sad because let's look at SmackDown. All right, SmackDown's world title scene is revolving around a very comedic Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, and James Ellsworth right now, and John Cena,
Exactly.
which is just as like what the heck. But
But
at the
where's
same
John
time, just wrestling seems very or not wrestling, but WWE seems very comedic right now. I don't know why. Like, now that I actually dwell on it, the only I can't even say that. I was gonna say the Intercontinental title scene seems serious, but then guess who's involved? Spirit Squad.
Yeah, but that is
So it's like,
wait.
Alright.
Let me give my opinion on this whole situation.
shoot, because we need to get someone to find out a way to save the comedic justification of everything going on right now.
Because
Goldberg.
well, first,
Thank
well,
you.
first, the biggest issue the biggest issue that we have is the tag team champions.
All right.
The only reason they got over is because of their retardedly stupid comedic terms.
Shots fired.
So you have to have most of their titles things comedic because you can't make Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and fucking Biggie Langston serious now. We can't take them serious because they literally only got over from the stupidity that they release.
Do you think
The Intercontinental
WWE's just
Championship, I
too-
think, is one of the most compelling stories in the roster right now. And even if it does have the Spirit Squad, it isn't used as a comedic point. It's used as a point to humiliate Dolph Ziggler. Because Dolph Ziggler had to start off as one of those pompous male cheerleaders fighting DX, having crap rained on him to get anywhere in the business.
I'm so glad that and this isn't going on Raw. Could you imagine if this was going on during Raw? That's a side thing, by the way. Where's Triple H at? I agree with you with the IC title thing because I like that thinking, but it's at the same time you can see both perspectives where, at one point, it's the comedic past, but at the same time it's humiliating him. So I give you that. I don't like the decision of Dolph having the title.
Oh no!
But-
I enjoyed the Miz's title reign way more than I did with Dolph Ziggler's comeback story, but it still was a very compelling matchup. The Rusev and Roman Reigns it's serious,
Mhm.
but the issue is that no one really cares about either superstar. They're really trying to push Roman Reigns as this,
I
big
care
guy
about
because
Rusev.
they want him to be that guy. And I could respect that.
I like Rusev.
But Rusev is not that entertaining. The only
What?
reason we cared about Rusev is because of Lana.
no.
And now no one
That's
cares about Lana
simply a lie.
because she got
No.
plastic surgery.
No, Rusev is so much fun. And the guy can
Really?
talk. Yeah.
What's fun about
Machka. Machka.
Machka?
One
That's
word.
your defense?
One word. Machka. Alright?
Matka.
Machka.
Okay, let me continue with my argument rant.
Alright.
Bruce.
Besides the Intercontinental Championship, the most entertaining storyline and most compelling one has to be, even though it's comedic as hell, it has to be Heath Slater being
I knew you were
a
gonna
free
say
agent.
that. I knew you were gonna say that. But he's not a free agent anymore. He got signed.
Yeah.
He
but,
got double wide.
Yeah, but think about
He got a
That's in the
double
story.
eye.
That's in the story. You can't tell
Yeah,
me
yeah.
that it's not
But think
comedic
about it.
when he has a double
even though
wide.
it's even though it's super comedic,
That's the whole
this
point.
guy, Heath
Alright.
Slater, is one of the best wrestlers in the roster and is just humbled down because he's a goofy guy.
Mhm.
He's But I could definitely see Heath Slater doing way more in the WWE. Maybe, mid card title, Intercontinental Champion,
I cannot
or
see
anything.
upper mid card
And
match though.
well, upper mid card, either way. Like I do see him getting much higher in the business, and to see him get over with the fans in such a big way of just a stupid storyline where I got 20 kids to feed in my trailer park.
You know who has 20 kids to feed in his trailer park? Goldberg.
Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna
You
get
know
to
what-
that.
You know what I just
All right.
thought?
I want you to round it all the way back to Goldberg for me.
Okay,
All right, do
wait.
it for me,
The
lady.
WWE World Title it's been producing great matches.
Yeah.
But the only issue I find with it is Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose whole gimmick of being the crazy Brian Pillman loose cannon guy
Mhm.
has kind of worn off, and he needs some other layer to give him something because he has nothing right now.
They gave him
He's
comedy and James Ellsworth. That's all they needed to give him was James Ellsworth.
okay. James Ellsworth is the greatest jobber of all time, but still, Dean Ambrose has nothing right now, and they need to get him out of the title picture and reinvent him in a way to where he's more entertaining than when he was in the Shield.
I'm asking
Because in the Shield, yeah, he was the loose cannon character, but he was like a mastermind. He was manipulative. He was like the Johnny Moxley guy in Florida Championship
I'm gonna ask
Wrestling.
you a question. Do you think John Cena should have won at No Mercy?
No, I'm a big fan of AJ Styles.
Mhm.
I like the idea that John Cena is losing numerous amount of times, and apparently they're wanting to do a heel turn. And I like the idea of John Cena losing so much that he just gets pissed and turns his back on people. I like that idea.
And then wins the title.
Yeah, and then wins it just to piss people off. Because that's what we all wanted. If John Cena turns heel right now, SmackDown's going to be the hottest property in WWE. It's going to be freaking big.
Bigger than
It's going to
Goldberg
be
on
like
Raw?
how Hulk Hogan, was turned
It'll be
bad.
bigger than the Pope on Raw.
Yeah.
Or Goldberg on Raw. Ryback's
Okay,
dad
okay,
on Raw.
wait. The women's title match. I love Bailey, El Jabroni. My roommate
You're
loves
gonna say
Dana. Brooke.
something else. You're
No,
gonna call him something else for a second.
He's my roommate.
Alright. Your neighbor?
My
Sure.
My neighbor's roommate.
Oh, your neighbor's roommate. So he's not your roommate. Alright.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of Bailey, and I'm a big fan of Sasha Banks. But honestly, I don't really care for Charlotte anymore. I think Charlotte kind of has
Do you think it's
effed
the
up way too
Charlotte
many
show?
times. I think she's effed up way too many times. She has put herself, she's put Sasha Banks in too much, risk of injury, and is basically nearly ended that girl's career for seemingly for her ego, because she's a Flair.
Do you think it's the Charlotte show?
No. I think
Do you think
Charlotte-
the women's division
Charlotte
revolves
is
around
trying to seriously dictate the women's division.
Revolution?
and- Everyone wants Sasha to be that dictator. Everyone wants her to lead the new generation of
But
females.
that's why they gave her SmackDown, which is sad because they couldn't have her with Charlotte, so they just gave her SmackDown.
We couldn't give Sasha Banks SmackDown.
Which is why we couldn't give, AJ Styles Raw, because we have Owens, Rollins, Roman Reigns. Like, we have so many people that would get in his way.
And I like that he's basically taking over the second brand, because right now with the product it is, because of Raw's reputation of being 3 hours long,
Mhm.
it's not enjoyable to watch. With SmackDown, it's 2 hours. That's enough to illustrate everything you want. It's enough, and you don't need anything extra.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything comedic wise is just small taste. It's just I appreciate the comedic in the SmackDown tag team titles. I appreciate some of the comedic stuff going on with the world title. I don't appreciate the tag team titles. I think the New Day should have lost it months ago. because we have so many good tag teams right now, and
I think it's the same thing though with who was the champion when I said a very long time ago that the Real Americans should have won it.
I think it wasn't the Usos.
Was it the Usos?
I don't think it was. It could have been.
Well,
no, it could have been New Day. I think it could have been New
no,
Day.
I don't think it was. Let me look that up real quick. But
No, but-
I think that the club might be stuck in the Real American situation where they won't break up though, clearly, but they'll be stuck in that loop of they won't get the title, and it's sad because I see Sheamus and Cesaro getting that title for some
Yeah, but
horrible
that-
reason.
But if we see that, then we could definitely see the Bullet Club versus them, and I'll be happy. That because I would love to see that match. It's going to be better than the New Day match with them. But
2013.
okay, now I'll talk about Goldberg.
And they were part. It was the Cody Rhodes and Goldust were champions.
Well, in defense, the Goldust and Cody Rhodes storyline with the Shield was the greatest wrestling storyline of that era, of like the
It was pretty good.
PG or reality era.
Pretty good. I just think that Real Americans should have won that title because they were far more compelling than the aging Goldust and the eventually Stardust.
And
But-
Cody.
And Cody.
Yeah,
no
but-
Rhodes. He lost his last name. He lost that privilege.
But I think they were a really great tag team. I thought
Mhm.
the entertainment value was there. Okay, Goldberg.
Yes. I like how we leaped. We were like, all right, we're here in the middle of the show. Let's just leap to the main event again. But all right,
Goldberg,
loop back for me.
out of every what is up with WWE? Like, just bringing in the WCW guys to get utterly destroyed by a WWE original.
They've done it all the time, though.
They done it all. Yeah, but that's the thing. But why are they doing it after what happened to Sting?
But it's the same time, why are they doing it after all these years? And wrestling nowadays, WWE is all about the kids. No kid's gonna know anything about Goldberg. What kid is gonna be like, you know what I want to watch on the network? I want to watch AWA and WCW. No, the kids are gonna be like, hey Dad, I got on the WWE network and you know what I saw? I saw Edge having a live sex celebration with Lita. That's what the kids are doing.
You lost me.
Because the kids are watching old stuff in WWE because they see people like Lita and then they go back and they're like, wow, they're mostly in WWE. Like, there's not many people who were back in WCW in WWE nowadays. Booker T is the only one I can name off my head right now, but I mean, there's probably a couple more.
No. But look at it like this: they have market Sting for years, especially after he retired, of being the WCW guy and being this big WCW name. That will interest kids into jumping and seeing the WCW Nitro shows.
How though?
But it's
unless you were a kid that watched TNA.
If Sting, no kid's gonna jump and be like, oh man, Sting versus Bobby Roode.
No,
And
I
Sting
mean
knocks himself out?
in between that time of WCW and 2015 WWE, like within that time of WCW dying in 2001 to 2015, a 15 year, lifespan of a child being born and growing up. The only way they would see Sting between there is through TNA because he wasn't in WWE. The network wasn't around till 2013, 2012, and yeah, maybe 2013. It's no one's just gonna go. No kid's gonna just be like, I'm gonna watch WCW unless they really pushed for it. And until they started getting these guys, they didn't really push for it unless it was like the Monday Night Wars, that stuff. When they were
Well,
pushing
what about,
that show.
you know, well, think about it like this.
Mhm.
Think about a nostalgic father who won't shut up about the good old days of professional wrestling, and he mentions the Monday Night Wars, and he shows his kid WCW Nitro with the WWE's best of WCW or the rise and fall of WCW DVDs or the top Nitro matches of all time hosted by DDP. Like
And what are their
a
kids gonna do when
father
they see
will
Kwee on there?
what
Kwee
they're going
and
to see
who else? Who's that
is a
other guy that
bald.
we really like? Mullins. Mullins died.
I was
What's
gonna
up?
say,
No, what's up?
oh,
I'm sorry
Who's
about
the
that. I
other
didn't
guy we
realize I was
really
on mute.
like in WCW? Not Kwee. He's another one. But
David Flair.
David Flair.
No, I'm talking about like early Nitro, like before Vince Russo WCW. Like a parent's going to show that more to their kids than like them going on Spike TV to watch the Latin American exchange talk crap about America.
Well, it's the fact of most people who loved WCW really went on to watch TNA. Like, some were like, you know what, WCW's dead, I'll watch WWE. But some people are also like, WCW's dead, oh, it's not really, NWA, Wildside, don't stop action, I'll watch that instead. Because it had the same people.
Yeah, but that's like a small percentage. The rest already jumped ship long ago when Vince Russo killed the company.
Exactly.
They already jumped ship because of the whole Alliance storyline. Because they were like, oh man, are the WCW guys going to be there? So they already jumped ship. They're not automatically going to... oh my god, it's finally dead. What about that show? Like, it's confusing. But, okay, Goldberg. I want to finally say something about Goldberg before someone distracts me about WCW history and why kids will watch it.
Why will kids watch it?
Shut up, Tech. I gotta
What's
issue
the
my
selling
point.
Am I gonna go sit down my 7-year-old brother and be like, hey Bolton, I want you to go watch Best of Goldberg. He's gonna be like, no, I'm watching John Cena. Exactly.
No.
Right?
It's
I can't
like
go sit
this.
down
how
Miguel.
did you guys get on this topic?
I can't go sit down Miguel and be like, hey Miguel, you're watching Best of Goldberg. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm watching the best of Shinsuke Nakamura. Like,
Okay, first of all, that never happened until like 20 years later. No, it's like this. Oh my god. Hey, you like Rey Mysterio? Did you know Rey Mysterio was a WCW superstar?
alright, he didn't have a mask. How long do
Rey
you think?
Mysterio had a mask. We're not talking about the Vince Russo era. We're talking about classic Rey Mysterio.
Stop being a bitch.
Language.
Talk about classic Rey
This is
Mysterio.
PG, Miguel. You can go
Oh,
do
this
that
is
on your
PG.
spot.
I'm sorry, little boys and girls out
You
there.
can go do that on your spotlight post, alright?
No,
Hey.
a kid would. Oh, Eddie Guerrero was a WCW superstar. Yeah, let me see that. Or there's luchadors. There was the cruiserweight division before WWE. What was it called? It was in
They don't
WCW.
acknowledge
Let me
that.
see that.
They don't acknowledge. That's-
WCW's cruiserweights were better than WWE's.
Yeah, they were.
Half of them. There was some luchadors that sucked there.
Can you give me
Eddie
names?
Guerrero, Juventud Guerrero,
Can you give
they
me
all
names of people that were
Juventud
not
Guerrero
good?
sucked because of the cocaine. Okay.
fuck
Oh.
you. I mean, screw you.
Miguel, I will beat you senseless. In fact, I want the video to be Goldberg beats Hispanic kid, bro, with Snake Peter
What
accompanying.
the heck is this Raw? Raw's Goldberg.
what?
What the heck is this?
So I just kind of thought of something. I really want to see Goldberg just come out and spear the New Day.
Oh God.
And be completely heel?
That'll
Yeah.
be white on black violence. That's not good.
Goldberg. Anyways,
Just break from that.
we're gonna recap our Raw review that's going on for like 40 minutes now. We're gonna
Oh
end
my
it.
God.
We're gonna end it like this, and then we're gonna start another discussion on why, because we're continuing our discussion on why kids nowadays should go watch WCW.
Oh boy.
All right?
Okay, wait.
Wait,
Before we
wait,
end it,
wait,
I
wait.
wanna
We need to
first
do
of-
review numbers. Lenny, calm down. Review numbers now. Mullins, go. What's your number? What would you give it? Raw. Raw
Number,
rating.
let's give it a 7.5.
7.
8.
Miguel, what would you rate it? I didn't
I
read your
will
post if
give
you rated
it-
anything, so I don't know if you did.
I'll give it a 5. There we go.
Malin,
5.
what'd you give it?
8.
Lenny, what'd you give it?
I'll give it a 4. The show was garbage.
Well, here's something here's something that I will agree with Lenny with. 4 was my number because I thought it was garbage too. Anyways, we'll take you to SmackDown tomorrow.